Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I was just like, oh, YouTube, you have like a cute new feature. This is so wonderful. It's not great. Oh no, there's lipstick on my teeth. Eh. Yeah, so hi, welcome. I was in LA this past weekend, and I got to tour YouTube's headquarters in LA, and it was really, really cool. And I learned a lot of things, and they were telling me about this new feature where through the YouTube um, studio, I guess it's like what they call our back office, there's like a little option where you can dual live stream, so they'll automatically send out a live stream that's horizontal and then one that's vertical, and that shows up in the shorts feed. And they just do it automatically, and it's super easy. So I clicked it, and it was literally like this part of my face. No, oh my god, it's like it was like this was. And I'm like, well, that isn't gonna work. Freaking YouTube, man. All right, well, hey, we're back at it. We're here and we're ready to go. You guys ready for more Scentsy shenanigans? Thank you for coming back and finding this second stream. Hopefully, people filter back in because that was stupid. Thank you. You've been having a rough Monday? I'm so sorry, Nicole. Let's try to make it better with infuriating ourselves with Heidi and Orville. Yeah, so J-Rob, the thing is that like you have a really big growth opportunity for our channels, like if you do the shorts feed live streams, but I want it so that they go both at the same time. Like that would be fantastic. And there is a way to do that. I have to like download a plugin and like figure it out with my streaming software, so I know it's possible. I just haven't done that. But so YouTube is supposedly they're like, it's so easy to do it, just literally click a button. And so I did, and it sucked. Oh boy. Yeah, but yeah, it's weird because like horizontal live streams like this basically only reach my subscribers, you know? But the shorts feed, like it's like a whole new audience that you're reaching. So I do have to figure out how to do that. Maybe next week I'll have it figured out by then. But anyway, glad you guys are all here. I'm freaking ready to go with this. I'm gonna keep it muted. So this is where we left off. If you guys watched the last live stream from last Monday, where they were basically telling everyone in Scentsy that they need to recruit Gen Z. Oh, hey, Reese. Yeah, no, I thought so. I was trying to, and I didn't know how. Because it gave me two options. It was auto crop or encoder. And I think the encoder is like sending it through YouTube Studio, like separately, but at the same time. I don't know. I need to figure it out. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, Spain! Holy crap! What time is it over there? I hope it's not too late. I guess it wouldn't be, huh? It's probably like afternoon over there, huh? Oh, that's nice. That's awesome. I'm glad. I'm glad that you're just getting back into it. So, I think this next speaker here is Orville. I have it muted because copyrighted music. But Orville's coming back, and if I do remember correctly, from watching this before, I think Orville starts crying in this speech right here. He's like talking about Heidi, and he starts crying. Where your coworkers say, I love that. Oh, Kat, hi. Yeah, you're in the UK too. I hope it's not too late over there. Here's to rough Mondays and making them a little less rough. All right, here we go. Nope. Nope. But there he is. There's the Popcorn King. Hey, Orville. Hi. All right. There we go.
Okay. 36 years ago this morning.
Already.
This could be hard.
Immediate crying.
36 years ago this morning, I woke up knowing that I was going to marry Heidi. 36 years ago last night, I met her for the first time. I think that
Hang on, wait. Did he say 36 years ago? Today I knew. Oh, okay. So he met Heidi the day before, and then 36 years ago today he knew he was going to marry her. So the day after he met her, he knew he was going to marry her. Is that some Mormon shit? Like, oh my God. I find the way they introduce one another so self-serving and unnecessary, especially with Heidi and Orville. They're very performative. But I don't know. 36 years ago, I was 1 month old. 36 years ago, I wasn't even conceived. I don't think. I don't think the math works out that way. Oh, it's yeah, very Mormon coded. Yeah, okay. Just walk out and give your dumb speech. Exactly.
meeting her has blessed me with the best life possible. I wouldn't trade being me for anybody in the history of the world because of her. I always knew she was a good wife and a good mother. But through Scentsy, I've discovered that she may be the best person since Jesus.
First of all, pause story, on point. You can't say that, Orville. I mean, you can say that if you're like all... what was that, RuPaul's Drag Race? Laissez-da. If you're so laissez-da about your religion, then I guess you could say that. But y'all, like, went on a 2-year or 3-year long mission trip. I think you guys take that shit pretty seriously. You can't go off and just say your wife is basically Jesus. Why are they supposed to care about their relationship? It's like, it's a cult, in my opinion. This is what they do. Like, oh my gosh. Have you guys, okay. Have you guys watched the Netflix documentary? Well, they have the one about Warren Jeffs with the FLDS, but they just came out with another one a few months ago about, it's called The False Prophet. And it's about, like, so Warren Jeffs, the Mormon, the fundamentalist Mormon FLDS leader, gets thrown in jail for being a polygamist with minor children as his wives, having like 80-something wives or something. Was Heidi in the Beatles? No! But then, so when he went to jail, some other guy, Sam Bateman, I think was his name. Oh my God, there's like cat hair stuck on my lipstick. Sorry. So there's another documentary exposing that, and I was just watching it this weekend when I was out in LA. I was staying with a friend, and we were, she had watched the first one, but she hadn't watched the second documentary, so I was making her watch it. But anyway, all of this is to say that, so it's very fresh in my mind, but that they're all, like, they have the one leader, and, like, there was one woman in particular in that documentary who was saying, like, being married, because it's not legal marriage, you know, they don't have to sign they don't sign marriage certificates and have ceremonies and stuff. Like, this is like its whole own little cult thing. One woman was like, being married to Sam is basically like being married to God. And who wouldn't want that? Like, what woman wouldn't want that, you know? Is the dog whistle same reason we don't have unmarried presidents or atheist ones? Is it really? I mean, I know, yeah. Isn't it illegal to, like, run for president if you're an atheist or something like that? Or there's certain states that don't let you run for office if you're an atheist. Like, that's a real thing. That's still a thing. Yeah, it's like spiritual wives. I swear, Jesus, God, any religious entity be looking down like, I'm supposed to be curing cancer or something like that. Exactly. If they exist, this ain't it. If he had said since Joseph Smith, now that would have been offensive. I guess so, sure. But, like, it's still the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you know? So they still hold Jesus in very high regard. But anyway, I hope that answers your question. Why do they expect us to care? Because cults do this. You're supposed to care about the leader, and you're supposed to care about their personal interests and their personal lives, because you also want to be involved with them. Like, you want to be as close to the leaders as possible. And with Scentsy also, you know, their kids work in the corporate field. Like, it's a family-run business, and so they make their families a big part of it. So that's why they all care. It's just wild.
Her capacity to understand and to love and to hold both compassion and principle at the same time inspires me every day. It asks of me to be a better version of myself every day. I think because we live in a male-dominated world and because I am the voice for us too frequently, I get credit for many things she has done.
Okay, we love a self-aware king. Okay, Orville, go off. Now listen, he is reaping the benefits of the patriarchy, but at least he's aware. And I think the only reason he's aware is because it involves him and his wife. Like, it concerns him because his wife does things and doesn't get credit for it because he's the man. You know? That doesn't sound right. It's against the Constitution for the government to discriminate based on religion. Discriminating based on lack of religion it should be illegal. Yeah, but it's not. Like, there are literally states where you cannot run for office as an atheist. And I don't know what states they are. I don't know if it's only like just a few states now, but it is a thing. But yeah, you're right. I feel like it is unconstitutional. It's stupid. Yeah, Biden is a Catholic, but that's stupid too, because like Catholicism is a branch off of Christianity. But damn, like if we had a like a Jewish president or something, or a Muslim president, everyone would be freaking out. Obama, like, they were trying to spread a rumor that he was Muslim, but I don't think he actually is, right? I don't know. Who cares?
Just the other day, an employee's mother met us in the cafeteria at the home office and gushed at me for my insight, my wisdom, and how I must have had great vision for Scentsy. I honestly and quickly told her, without Scentsy, I had a business that was $700,000 in debt, selling ShamWows and car wax at state fairs.
Wait, that's what Scentsy was before the actual scent part? Ain't no freaking way. Oh, hi, Mika. Thank you for the super chat. Oh yeah, this software doesn't have a way for me to put it on the screen. But he said, hi, Savannah, love your videos. Don't catch you live very often. Also, these guys are crazy. Lol. I agree. They are crazy. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. All right. Let's get back to it. I forgot what I was saying. What were we saying? I don't know. Oh, you're saying the atheist thing is a dead law? I don't know. With this current government, though, like, I mean, they could start enforcing shit if they wanted to, you know? Oh, thank you for the gift, too. That's so sweet.
It was Heidi's vision that made the difference.
Oh, my God.
It was her character, her discipline, her ability to bring together compassion and principle at the same time that allowed Scentsy to exist. Without her, nothing we see.
Thank you, Kat. Kat clarified. Scentsy was always Sense and Wax. That's what I thought. I was like, wait, what? His prior business was selling wax, car wax and ShamWows at state fairs. Okay, thank you. See, I try to keep up with the Scentsy lore, but there's so much. I just, like, see, that's something I didn't know. I don't think I've ever heard that before, which is crazy. And did he wax his head? I shouldn't be laughing at that. I'm sorry. That's funny, though. Oh, shit. Oh, that's funny.
Would have happened. The last time we were here for our Scentsy convention in 2008, I was finally able to convince Heidi to speak from stage. Before then,
she had never said a woohoo in her life. And then she just couldn't stop doing it, and I still can't get her to stop doing it.
She wouldn't even stand with me to give away awards. She didn't want to be on stage. She didn't think anybody wanted to hear her voice. She was more than comfortable being in the background, but that...
Because that's what Mormonism teaches? Like, is that what it is? I mean, listen, I'll give credit where credit's due, Orville. If you're the one who convinced Heidi that she needed to get on stage and be the leader, even though the Mormon church says that women aren't supposed to lead. I think, right? That's a thing. That's definitely a thing in Christianity. I don't know if Mormonism has its own thing about it. But supposedly, you're not supposed to be a woman who leads or teaches, you know? Then why are you making her go on stage? Right. Yeah. Yeah, that makes me wonder, like, what did you do to convince her to do it? Or was it, like, a forced thing? I don't think so. Because, like, if they're really, as devout as they say they are, I would see why she would just be like, no, I'm good in the background. No, I'll just stand right over here. I'll support you. Or is he just, like, too much of a wimp to, like, go on stage himself? And he's like, please, Heidi, I need someone to go with me. I'm too scared. I have stage fright. Oh, no.
That has sure changed. I get excited every time she gives a keynote because I'm forced to get inside her brain. I'm forced to see things through her mind, and I learn something about myself every time. So please help me welcome to the stage the person who made all of this possible, the vision behind the business, the character behind Scentsy, the best person I have ever known, and the love of my wife and your executive co-chair.
I think you meant the love of your life. The love of my wife. Man, these people can't freaking read a teleprompter to save their life. The love of my wife. Stop it.
And friend, Heidi Thompson.
Ah! Hold on. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Okay, well, we'll do that. There we go. Here comes Heidi. They're giving her a standing ovation, but they already saw her. Guys, everything we watched in the last live stream, like, she was already on the stage. They already saw her. Right? Yeah. She was in the last stream, wasn't she? Why are they... I don't know. Maybe I am incorrect. God damn it, come on.
I'm not sure about the 36 years because I just turned 32, so I don't know, I think
Please tell me she doesn't think she looks 32 because, girl.
he has his math wrong. So, good evening, Scentsy. Woo! Some of
I look
you
bored.
drove across town. Some of you crossed oceans. Some of you are joining virtually. Some of you have been with Scentsy for more than 20 years.
Oh, I do have to apologize, though, because when Heidi talks, like, the mouth noises are really hard to listen to. So if it bothers me, and, like, normally, yeah, mouth noises bother me, but not as much as a lot of people. But if it bothers me, I know it bothers other people, too. So let me apologize on behalf of people with mouth noises. I don't know. It's hard to listen to, is what I'm saying.
Which is a long time. Some of you are here for your very first family reunion. Woohoo! Yeah,
Woohoo!
let's hear it for those first timers. Woo! But every one of you heard the same two words when you arrived. Welcome home. I've been thinking about those words a lot. Because home isn't just a place, it's a feeling. It's where you belong. It's where you're welcomed. It's where people know your name.
That's right. Yeah, the last live stream, Heidi was definitely there. Heidi and Orville were both up there reading teleprompters badly and taking each other's lines. Yeah, so, like, the fact that they gave her a standing ovation after just seeing her a couple hours ago was really weird. Really, really weird.
It's where you're loved for who you are, not just for what you accomplish. That's what Scentsy has always tried to be. Not just a company, a home. If you have ever renovated an old home, you know something.
That one girl who left her flashy little cat ears on, everyone behind her is probably so pissed. Like, turn them off! They are distracting, look!
It's not fun. You don't renovate a home because you hate it. You renovate a home because you love it. Sometimes you repaint, Sometimes you open walls. Sometimes you update rooms for a new generation. The goal isn't to erase the house. It's to prepare it for people who will love it as much as you do. That's where Scentsy is today. We haven't spent 22 years innovating because we've stopped believing in who we are. We've changed because we know exactly who we are. We want another generation to experience the warmth, the friendships, the opportunity, and the welcome that Scentsy has always offered. People's longing for home never changes, but the world around them does. If we want another generation to fall in love with this company, we have to make sure that they can find the front door.
See, okay, first of all, I think people are plenty, like, it. Gen Z is absolutely capable of finding the front door if they want to. This information's at their fingertips. This is the freaking generation of having information at their fingertips at all times. If they wanted to join Scentsy, if they wanted to join an MLM, they would. It's just like this speech says so much, you know? I mean, they're just straight up saying it. They're like, this generation isn't making us enough money, and we're going to have to get younger people in here, which is obvious based on what we ended last live stream with, because they had like 20-year-olds up there like, how do we recruit Gen Z? It's so infuriating. You're not lying about the mouth noises. I know. I'm so sorry. I guess I could have like edited. Well, no, I don't. I literally just got back from LA last night, so I'm very unprepared. But oh, these speeches are probably why AI is obsessed with it's not X, it's Y. Is that an AI thing? I always just know it from the M dashes, and then people always yell at me like M dashes aren't an AI thing. They stole it, which is true. Because like I do like the punctuation that is the M dash, but I don't use it a lot because now it looks like it's AI, you know? So that sucks. I didn't ask for this. Oh, where'd the chat go? Oh, no. Hopefully it comes back. Oh, there it is.
Now, I know renovations aren't much fun. Personally, I know that.
Exactly,
there's
David.
dust where you don't want dust, rooms that you can't use, projects that take longer than expected. And somehow, there's always one more thing that needs attention. There are days when you wonder, what were we thinking? In the middle of the disruption, it's easy to forget why you started. People often say, this house has good bones. I love that expression because good bones means you see beyond what's dated to what's enduring. You see,
I don't know, like, I do feel like this is still word salad. Like, I do think that these speeches were written with AI, you know? So, like, even that thing where, Crochet, what you were saying, these speeches are probably why AI is obsessed with it's not X, it's Y. I think this speech, in my opinion, was written by AI, and that's why she's saying this stuff that doesn't make sense. But the part where she was like, there are some times where there's dust where we don't want dust to be, and sometimes we're like, what were we thinking? Which I think she must be like doing a throwback to the time where they royally fucked up last year by making it harder to rank up and maintain ranks and taking away like 5% commission or something like that from people who had been promised it. That I think that's what she's talking about. Like she's saying so much where she's just like passive aggressively referring to things that they have done wrong and then like, but you know, not saying it outright. You know what I'm saying? You might not know what I'm saying because I'm very bad with words.
Strong foundation, character, a home worth investing in. More than 20 years ago, Orville and I didn't just hope to build a business. We hoped to build something that felt like home. Maybe that's why we've always called it the home office. We wanted it to feel like another home, one that you're helping build.
Don't look like no damn home.
Not a perfect home, a home that is filled with stories, a home where strangers became friends, and friends became family.
Strangers became friends, and friends became scammers, in my opinion.
A home where people discovered gifts that they didn't know that they had.
Gifts of what? Selling wax melts? Talking to people? Being a leader? You didn't know you could be a leader, did you, Cheryl? Well, now look at you. You've recruited 10 people.
Where confidence grew, where leaders emerged, where dreams grew bigger. Together, we've built something meaningful, something that is irreplaceable. But most importantly, we've built it with incredible people, all of you, our Scentsy family.
God, drink
And
some
that's why the
fucking
dust is worth
water!
it. That's why change is worth it. Because without people, a company is just an investment, and a home is just a house. As I was preparing for this talk,
As I was preparing to type my intentions into ChatGPT to make it write this for me and then not read it before I got on stage, ... she continues.
wondering how it could help you find belief in us, in yourself, and in Scentsy's future. Then one day, while driving to work, I turned on a podcast with author Nir Eyal about his new book, Beyond Belief. And one statement stopped me. He said, "Our beliefs shape what we see, what we feel, and ultimately what we do." In the podcast, he shared a study. Researchers gave people a magazine and asked them to count the advertisements. Some people immediately started counting, but hidden inside one of the ads was a message that said something like, "Stop counting. There are 43 advertisements in this magazine. Tell the researcher and claim your prize." Some people found it almost immediately. Others never saw it. Same magazine, same instructions, same opportunity. The difference wasn't intelligence. It was perspective. The self-proclaimed optimists were more likely to notice the shortcut and get the prize, while the pessimist missed the simply counted.
But like, how do you like determine if someone is a pessimist or an optimist? Was this part of the screening? And also, how many people were in this study? I don't know. She's like saying this like it's fact, you know? Like it's like if you're a happier person, if you're you know, if you have a better outlook on life, you're more likely to notice words in a magazine. You're more likely to notice fine details. I don't think that's true. It said it was self-reported. Oh, okay. Self-reported, I'm an optimist or I'm a pessimist. Like, honestly, I think that's hard because I think a lot of people like to say they're optimists because they think that pessimists are, it's like not a good trait to have. But sometimes I think that when you're pessimistic, you have a more realistic view of the world, you know? So I don't know. Am I a scientist? No. But that's just what makes sense to me, and I think it's all bullshit.
They all had the same instructions and the same opportunity, but some people
Right,
were so
Rachel.
focused on the task in front of them that they missed the reward embedded in the task.
But that's the point of a task. If someone who has an authority is like, here's your task, do it, and then you just do it, not expecting to find something along the way. Like, staying on task is actually a pretty important part about, like, working, you know? That sounds like something my teacher did to me in high school, and I'm still mad about it because I should have gotten an A. I'm sorry. I do remember, in, like, elementary school, they did, like, something similar. It was, like, a worksheet, and it was, like, the teacher was, like, read all the directions before you start. And of course, most of us didn't read the directions, but, like, it was basically, like, the very last question was, like, go back up and read the directions. And, like, some of the things on the worksheet was, like, get under your desk and start screaming or something like that. Like, I don't know, just dumb stuff. And so all the kids are like, I don't know, doing all those and like, like, but the 3 kids who actually read the directions were just sitting there like, I don't know. I don't think it has to do with whether you're pessimistic or optimistic. It just might just be attention to detail. I don't know. Oh, Mika, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Yes, it was just like what, like put your name on it or something. Yeah, something like that. On day 1, my government teacher said no one aces her test, so I did. She marked off a point for bad handwriting. Shut up. See, that is a teacher who has some, like, self-worth issues, like authoritarian issues, you know? That's messed up. That person shouldn't be a teacher.
How often does that happen in life? How often do we become so focused on the challenge in front of us that we miss the possibility sitting right beside it? How often do 2 people face the same exact circumstance and one sees an obstacle while the other sees an opening? I don't think that's because one person is smarter than the other. I think it's because belief changes what we're looking for.
Heidi, you don't think any of this. The AI bot that wrote this speech thinks it.
Many of you are sitting here today because at one point in your life, you saw something that other people didn't see. You saw possibility. You saw hope. You saw a business that can change your family's future. You saw friendships, purpose, something worth saying yes to.
But, like, see this shit, though? This is what they all preach every time they're trying to get you to join, you know? Think of the possibilities. You can hope for a better future, stay home with your kids, make money from home, quit your 9 to 5, work on your own terms. Think of the possibilities. That gives you hope that a better life is obtainable. It's like you saw a business when other people didn't. That's what the whole thing is. Like, everyone sees a business when they join. You saw friendships. All right. I mean, if you want friendships, you can join plenty of other things. That's like saying, like, you got a job for the friendships, you know? And none of the friendships are real. They're transactional. They're all transactional. They will always be transactional. If you leave Scentsy, those friendships are no longer friendships. It's a cult, in my opinion. So they will not communicate with you anymore. You're gone. Bye-bye. They're not in the group anymore. We don't have any similar interests anymore. Done. Join a book club, exactly. You want friends? Join some mom groups on Facebook, dude. I don't know. Or maybe don't, because that's where all these people live. all these MLM people are always in the mom groups. A pessimist may also be more likely to ask what the catch is. Right. And it's like then you're going through it looking for the catch. So, like, I would think that, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's the other way around. An optimist is just like, yes, I will do the task you put in front of me. La, 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 la. A pessimist, yeah, like you said, they're going to ask questions, you know? And I don't think that's a negative trait either, by the way. Like, attributing asking questions and wondering what the catch is to, oh, you're just being a pessimist, I hate that. I think that's so freaking wrong. You're just trying to, like, get more information and understand what's going on. Yeah, and since when is it better to spend more money than you earn at a job? Since never, unless you're in a cult and they tell you that that's the right thing to do. Unless your upline tells you that's what you're supposed to do. Hope and business is a really bad combo. That's true also.
It wasn't about trying to convince you to believe. You already did. You signed up because you believed. Maybe what we all need from time to time is to remember what we saw in the first place. Then I came across another study in the 1950s. A scientist.
Oh, okay, yeah. So if it was done 70, 80 years ago, then yeah, it must be legit. It must still stand out, huh, Heidi? And again, I must ask the question, how many people were in these groups? How many people were studied? Was it a small study group? If I had to guess, these are like small groups of people, and all this shit doesn't stand up at all. Oh, that's true. You're mixing up pessimism and skepticism. Often go hand in hand, but not always. That's true. But yeah, I do think that like pessimists are more likely to be skeptical, you know? I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. I don't know. Just keep believing, y'all. Yeah.
Placed rats into containers of water with no way to escape. Of course, this is not an experiment that can be done today. It's pretty gruesome, but it is.
Oh God, here we go. I'm sorry, Reese, did you make a Paramore reference that I missed? Oh, for a pessimist, I'm pretty optimistic. I always, when I hear that line, I think of, there's this TikToker who I really like his music. His name is Braden Bales, I think. And his like main song that like got him out there is called Chronically Cautious. And he's like, how can optimists be cynical? Or something. And that's fucking miserable. It's so good. It's so good. It's good. You guys should listen to Braden Bales. He's really good. But that's what I always think of when I'm an optimist who's cynical.
Instructive. They swam for.
I came across a study equals ChatGPT linked it and you didn't lie. And you don't lie. Wait, hold on. I can't read. ChatGPT linked it to you. Don't lie.
About 15 minutes before they gave up and drowned.
Oh, yeah, this shit's sad. Okay, wait, let me rewind it. But this is a sad story if you're an animal lover.
It's pretty gruesome, but it is instructive. They swam for about 15 minutes before they gave up and drowned. Then he repeated the process. Only this time, when the rats were about to give up, they were pulled out, dried off, and given a chance to rest. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat.
That's also animal abuse, Heidi.
Then they were placed back into the water. The conditioned rats didn't just swim for another 15 minutes. They kept swimming for up to 60 hours, 240 times longer. So what had changed? The water hadn't changed. The rats' bodies hadn't changed. The challenge hadn't changed.
The cruelty hadn't changed.
What changed was that they had evidence that rescue was possible. Because
why are we talking about rescue though when we're here at a Scentsy convention? Are you saying that you all need rescuing? Probably because of partially your own decisions that like pissed off half of your consultant base and then they were all leaving. Huh. Yeah, it is really sad. It makes me really upset. I mean, that makes sense that it was back in the 1950s though. I think the ants who use their bodies to make rafts are cooler. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, but no, rats are like, I can't tell. I'm super allergic to rats. Like, they make my face swell up and I get like bumps all over my body and I sneeze and I cough and my throat swells up. It's terrible. But I do love rats. I used to have them as pets before I developed this allergy. Like, it was like puberty or something. I like randomly could never touch a rat again. But I had rats as kids. But they're such great animals. They really are. And it breaks my heart that they're used with test studies and shit like this. Just like being cruel for no fucking reason. I guess, you know, I would assume animal testing isn't this cruel anymore, but no, don't tell me in the chat if it still is. I don't know. I just maybe see that's the optimist in me thinking that maybe we've gotten a little bit nicer. Don't fucking tell me. I don't want to hear it. Let me live in my own little delusional land where we're not that mean to animals anymore.
they had experienced rescue before, they had reason to keep going. Evidence changed their belief about what was happening. How often do you feel exhausted and believe that you can't go on when you're at your 15-minute mark of a 60-hour journey? Many times when I am in desperate need of someone to lift me out of the water, dry me off, and let me rest a minute, I see a post or PM from one of you. Recently, Josh Webster sent me, I think you're going to hear his name a lot.
Oh, yeah. God. This guy, he's like another Scentsy distributor, and I think he does have a speech somewhere in here. But oh my God. This guy is like, he is not a good speaker either, but he's like one of the top consultants in Scentsy. Yeah, I hate listening to him talk. It's awful.
Sent me a message. He was thanking us for recognizing him on one of our end of month live videos. But what really caught my attention was something he said about how he approaches his business. He said, I tune out the noise and do my thing. I love it.
Ooh. Wow. Never heard words like that before. He just pulled that out of his butt. Wow, what a visionary. I tune out the noise and do my thing. Wow. What? That's stupid. Like, yeah, no one's ever said that before.
I smiled when I read that. Yes.
Yes, exactly. Okay, Shelly, this is really good. Shelly says, this is a suspicious speech for encouraging members of an MLM scam to just keep going. Don't worry about drowning. You just have to keep believing. That is a very good point and a very good observation. Thank you for sharing that, because you're totally freaking right. What does this have to do with drowning rats, Heidi? Well, exactly what Shelly said. She's basically encouraging them to like, oh, you know, we need rescue, and Scensy's gonna get rescued, guys. It's fine, so just keep swimming. Watch Finding Nemo and just keep swimming. He pulled that out of his butt. Oh, sorry, excuse me. He pulled that out of his butt. You're welcome.
It's no surprise Josh has achieved the 90-day 10-4 challenge already.
Did we talk we talked about that in the last live, I think, right? So Dan Orchard was up here talking about like, oh wow, we had 100. Oh, that's right, that's what it was. 169% increase in recruits in May, and I was like, that's weird. Like, that must mean that they must have done something. Sure enough, in May they started this challenge. I forget what she just called it, but it's a recruitment challenge to get them to recruit more. Gee, you know, I wonder why your recruits went up 169% in May. And I guess he already beat it. But again, like, he already has a successful Scentsy biz. Like, he's one of the top distributors, you know?
Out the noise, and he did his thing. Josh is a great example of persistence. Having one more conversation, making one more call, following up one more time, tuning out one more negative person. That's how great Scentsy businesses are built, one good decision at a time. Persistence says, I will keep showing up. I will not give up. I will finish this task.
Thank you for telling us the basic meaning of a word that we all know what it means.
Persistence is so important in business. An article I read on the Coach Frank official website goes deeper. It says, that small decision made in the moment of discomfort is what plants the seed of persistence. It's not about talent or motivation. It's about doing what you said you would do. When persistence becomes a regular practice, it grows into perseverance. Perseverance is not about a single decision. It's about returning to that decision over and over again. Perseverance develops when the routine becomes non-negotiable. It is the quiet consistency that builds mastery through countless small efforts that no one sees. Out of perseverance, resilience emerges. Resilience is not just about toughness or...
I'm sorry, is this a freaking English lesson now, Heidi? Seriously?
bouncing back. It's about adapting physically, mentally, and emotionally. Resilience says, I know I can handle this. I've done it before. And all three are needed. Persistence gets us started, perseverance keeps us moving, and resilience helps us find another way forward. Together, they are what carry us through the seasons when progress is hard to see.
Oh my God, the line spacing between the... Who made this slide? I'm gonna take the position of DC right now. Look at this. Are you kidding me? It's like someone like double spaced this one and only single spaced that one. Oh boy. I'm sure when DC was reacting to this on her channel, she probably freaked out about this too. How can you not? That's so obviously terrible. Can you guys just like get your shit together and do the same line spacing on your slides? Jiminy Christmas. I'm struggling to pay attention. It just sounds like gibberish. I know. Me too. I think that's why I've been yawning. Like, get on with it, Heidi. Holy shit. But it is interesting when you do really pay attention. Like, what it is she's saying is, yeah, she's just openly admitting, like, we're in trouble. Scentsy's in trouble and we need saving. And we're going to need you all to push forward a little bit more, you know? How? I know. How does that happen? Who did this? I don't know, but they should be fired. Maybe AI did it. But I don't know. I think AI wouldn't make that mistake. Layout crimes. Ratchet. Yep.
Thing illustrates this better than the recent journey I followed on TikTok. Kelsey Fendler.
Oh, come on. Okay, did you guys watch this, though? This was really inspiring and amazing, and I loved watching her updates. But for Heidi to hijack this story and try to apply it to Scentsy pisses me off. Wouldn't it take more effort to have different line spacing like that? Oh, you figured it out? Because I was thinking the same thing. Unless, you know, someone, like, accidentally, like, double tap that enter. You know, even AI would never. Said by an AI hater. That's what I'm saying, yeah. I don't think so either. Is my mic loud? Should I turn myself down a little bit? Or maybe I'm just being too loud. I'll turn it down a tiny bit.
Yeah. Woo! How many of you followed her story? Yes, me too. I think I caught it on like day 4. I didn't realize she was doing that, so I didn't see the whole thing. But Kelsey became the first American woman to row solo from California to Hawaii. Yeah, woo! It's like 2,400 miles. So she not only became the first American woman to do it, she became the fastest human to.
Damien just gifted 10 memberships. Oh my God, thank you so much. And you know what that means. If you've been here before, you know what happens when we get gifted memberships. We get to have a Pop-Tart party. And guess what? Pop-Tart and Pippi are both up here. But since it's a Pop-Tart party, I will grab Pop-Tart. Hold on, please. I have to prepare for the celebration. Ahem. The princess is here. All right, ready? Ready, Pop-Tart? You're not going to be able to hear it because it's in my headphones, but we're going to have a Pop-Tart party, okay?
It's a Pop-Tart party right now. Look at all the Pop-Tarts in here. Everybody has a Pop-Tart by their icon. Hey, more Pop-Tarts in the chat.
Thank you. You say thank you too, Puff-Heart? Can you say thank you? No, she's pissed at me. Pop-Tart doesn't like to be held. I love you. Okay, you can go. I'm sorry. Bye. She is not a cuddly kitty. She is, well, I mean, she is, but she'll only cuddle, like, she won't go up, like, past my waist. She'll, like, lay on my legs or, like, lay by my feet or something. But she won't, she's not, like, cuddly. She doesn't like to be next to people's faces. But Pop-Tart, you don't understand. Everyone says they love you. I'm sorry, she doesn't care. I care. All hail Pop-Tart. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it is an AI song but listen, I made it before, like, ChatGPT was a thing, like, generative AI. It's a voice mod. It's called Voice Mod. That's it's like the program that I use to, how do I do this? I think I do it like this. Hello, hi, I don't know if you can hear this. Did that work? I don't know. But yeah, it's like, it has like the pre-made, that little jingle, you can put any words into it and then but it's the same like little beat and everything. So it's not like it was, I don't know. not trying to really defend it, but listen, it was before Chat GPT and generative AI was like a big problem. Yeah, it's called Voice Mod. I paid for the premium membership on it, but it wasn't that expensive, and they have like a bunch of different voices, but they never used to have like a lot of AI voices, but now a lot of them are AI, which I would rather not use. If it's not generative AI, then it's not the sort of AI people usually complain about. You hipstered it is what you're saying, kinda. Yeah, like I did that before. I think Suno was a thing. Yeah, I don't know, but it's just through Voice Mod. I forget what they even called it too. It's just like a jingle generator or something, but there's only like a set amount of presets you can use for it. Yeah, so I don't know. But I mean, I think technically maybe the voice is AI, but they have it like it's a preset. I don't know. I don't know how it really works. I don't think it's not like it was like, here's my lyrics, generate a jingle that's totally unique. It's not that. You could put any words into it and it makes the same little song. So I don't know how much AI actually goes into it.
Do it. Yeah. Woo! The men's record was 52 hours. She did it in 43. So, that's pretty impressive. One of my favorite things about this story is how she started every live update with a mantra.
Day 1, day 2, day 3, 4.
That's not a mantra. Saying what day it is not a mantra. You're just keeping track of the time you've spent rowing in the Pacific Ocean. Like, what?
7, day 10, day 18, day 23 of becoming the first American woman to row solo from California to Hawaii.
Oh, okay, maybe that part is the mantra. But that's also not a mantra. You're just like speaking. You're like, this is what I'm doing. Hi, people. If you've never seen me before, this is what I'm doing. I don't think that's a mantra. It's just like an introduction, you know? Woohoo!
Woohoo! Every day she said that. She manifested something she had not done yet, and each...
Daft Optimist. Hey guys, are you ready for my new mantra? It is Monday. Yeah, basically.
Each day gave her evidence, what she believed was going to happen, and that gave her the strength to endure the hard days.
I think it was just
As
an
you can
introduction.
imagine, rowing solo from California to Hawaii was going to have good days and bad days, but never easy days. Some days the wind was against her. Some days the current pushed her backward. There were even days she was anchored because she could not row at all. There were so many days with such little progress.
Who linked it to manifesting? The rowing girl or Heidi? Because, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I think manifesting is stupid, but like, it's very niche, you know? Like, so the girl who was rowing, I forget what they said, her Kelsey or whatever. The girl who was rowing, she's out there by herself. You know, I think she had a team that was like monitoring her. She probably had like a GPS monitor or I mean, people were like updating her social media while she was out there, which she wasn't able to do. So that she must have had some kind of communication, but in general, she was alone, you know? So, like, I feel like it's okay to, like, remind yourself and, like, what it is you're doing and what your goal is in that situation. But when you go on Facebook and you're like, I'm manifesting quitting my 9-to-5 to be able to sell wax melts forever, that's different. Like, I don't know. Oh, Heidi used it to bring up manifesting? Mommy Tsunami was not a mantra? No, what would that have been? That would have been, like, an introduction, but like a nickname, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't manifesting shit with Mommy Tsunami. Oh, okay. Heidi said she was manifesting it. Oh my god. I'm actually impressed how I can't see a color difference between Heidi's hair and the blouse. Okay, well, as long as Heidi did. I don't know. But even if the rowing lady did, like, I would be like, okay, like, I understand that because you're by yourself and you know, probably need some motivation. Because, like, you wouldn't catch me all by myself in the middle of the ocean for 40 whatever days. Sometimes you gotta remind yourself of what your goal is. But the way that, like, manifestation is used in these, like, boss babe circles, that's, yeah, I have an issue with that.
The evidence would make it easy to give up.
An epithet?
But she didn't.
Maybe. I don't
From
know.
the interviews and podcasts that Kelsey has done, a few themes come up over and over. And I find them inspiring, so I'm going to share them. Number one, she expected it to be hard.
Duh!
Kelsey never
She trained for it for a bazillion forevers. She put in so many hours to train to work herself up to being able to do that. Yeah, she expected it to be hard, and guess what? She prepared for it. The difference, so it's like, Heidi is saying all this shit to try to inspire her cult members to persevere, right? Because perseverance was that thing that she was sharing. It's like, those people didn't, that's the thing. They joined Scentsy not expecting it to be hard because they joined as like, it's so easy, you just do it from your phone, you know? They don't, I think most people who join an MLM expect it to be easy and then find out that it was actually way more difficult. So they had to like change their expectations. They had to get rid of that idea that they had in their head that things were going to be easy and be like, oh shit, actually this is going to be harder than I expected. You know what I'm saying?
never believed the journey would feel easy. Rough days weren't evidence she was failing. They were evidence she was doing the thing she had signed up to do. That mindset is powerful because it removes surprise from struggle. Instead of asking, why is this happening? She says, this is the hard part I knew would come. Keep rowing.
Also, can you imagine if like this was just a regular job? Like if this wasn't an MLM and there was no recruiting involved and everyone was getting paid like a normal wage and all that stuff. Having this conversation would be so weird, right? Being like, "Hey, we're struggling." You know? They wouldn't say that. It's so wild to me. I don't know, man. Okay, anyway, preparation created confidence. Yeah, because she prepared. People who join Scentsy, they don't prepare. It's a business in a box, bitch. That's like what it is. And it's like all of it is supposed to be like advertised as something that's easy. Hello, welcome back. The switch between pre-join talk and post-join talk is huge. Yeah.
2, preparation created confidence. She repeatedly talks about confidence not coming from positive thinking. She says the ocean doesn't care who you are. It responds to skill, preparation, and resilience.
Yeah.
Confidence came because she knew how much work she had already done.
It's just like comparing being a solo rower from California to Hawaii. She's comparing that to running a Scentsy business. The two are not the same.
Belief isn't pretending you'll succeed. Belief is knowing you've prepared enough to keep going when today doesn't go your way. 3, she learned to manage herself. One comment from a podcast stood out. Understanding yourself and knowing what your triggers are in hard situations and how to soothe yourself out of them is really important.
I mean, the people that you are speaking to on this stage right now, Heidi, their triggers are being held accountable. I don't know what the rower lady's triggers were, but it certainly wasn't holding herself accountable. I think she's more than capable of doing that and very good at it. What you're saying, Heidi, is that, like, you guys need to understand what your triggers are. None of them can even deal with confrontation. They freak out. Which reminds me, there's this situation going on right now that I think it's going to be my next video. I'm going to start working on it after this live, actually. There's a Scentsy group that I've been in for a while. It's called like the Scentsy Consultants and Customers Freedom of Speech group or something like that, where basically like all the Scentsy distributors get to kind of air their grievances, but also like a lot of them are ex-distributors airing grievances and stuff like that. It's not really like your typical anti-MLM group because some of them are still in it. But anyway, there's like drama going on in that group because I guess a Scentsy distributor, one who's like deep in the cult, joined that group, got in, and then like started like leaving all these like stupid fucking there's just lots of back and forth of just like cattiness and stuff. Anyway, I think I'm gonna cover it for a video because it's stupid. It is so stupid. But that just goes to show these people don't know how to soothe themselves out of things. They don't know how to identify their triggers and then be like, you know what, I shouldn't engage. They don't know how to do that. So, all right, Heidi, like this is advice that's going through one ear and out the other because these people have no emotional control over themselves. They like to be like, I'm emotionally intelligent. You're not. You all are freaking toddlers who cry and whine and throw a fit and point fingers every time things don't go your way.
In other words, winning wasn't just physical.
I don't know, Kat. I don't really follow that group super closely. It shows up every time I log into my Facebook and do things, which isn't super often. So, but when I see it, you know, then I'll maybe like go pay it a visit or something. But most of the time it's just like little grievances about what Scentsy's doing and like releasing this collab or that collab, or they changed this about the comp plan and this upsets me, and oh, Heidi said this and that upsets me, like that kind of stuff. And people are totally allowed to have those feelings. But this particular Scentsy distributor went into that group and is just like, you guys are all sad and miserable, blah, blah. It's like, you're the one who joined this group to post this. Like, what are you doing? What feels gross? I gotta work. Oh, okay. Bye, Daft. Thank you for joining. Owning a Scentsy business is like paddling to Hawaii, but you're also drowning, but you're also on an airplane. At this point, that's what I'm gathering to, and none of it makes sense.
It was emotional discipline. I've seen so many people take themselves out of a game they were physically capable of winning because their emotions got the best of them.
Are you saying Scentsy's a game now? Is it a business or is it a game? Is this a game you have to play? Are there moves you have to make to win the game? Or is it a business? I mean, honestly, like the rower's accomplishments are hers, the work of her hard work, and what does that have to do with your MLM speech, encouraging your underlings to just keep persevering? Thank you, Lemons, for the gift. Oh, that's so cute. It's showing up on my chat in my stream software. I'd never seen it before. It's like a little, it was so cute. Oh, finger heart, that's what it's called. Oh my god. So things I learned. If I feel like I'm a drowning rat, just because, oh wait, sorry. I can't fucking read either. But I'm not up on the stage trying to give a motivational speech. If I feel like a drowning rat, just keep going because someone might eventually save me. 2, joining an MLM will be like a solo trip across the ocean. I have to imagine setting a world record doing something incredibly physical is much more rewarding than selling wax melts and trying to get others to sell wax melts. Exactly! It is! But no, now apparently Scentsy's a game. You gotta make moves. You gotta know strategy. Like, is it easy? Anyone could do it? You just work from your phone? Or is it a strategy winning game now? A game winning strategy. My brain is freaking mush, I'm sorry. And by emotions, she also means common sense and thinking. Orville spoke about planes, Heidi spoke about boats. Is this the transportation department, ma'am? You're right. Shit.
Don't be a 60-hour rat that gives up after 15 minutes. 4, failure became part of her strength. She openly credits failure for shaping her mindset. She says,
now, Heidi wouldn't be bringing this up if failure wasn't such an extremely the opposite of rare. Like the usual, you know? It's the usual for people in Scentsy to fail and feel like they're failing all the time. She wouldn't be bringing this up if that wasn't the case. If there was 1 or 2 people failing at their business in this audience, wouldn't even be a matter of talking about it. But they're all fucking failing. All but maybe like 5 of them. All the Scentsy distributors that they have coming on the stage to do speeches, those are the ones who aren't failing. Everyone else is fucking failing, man. Don't be a 60-hour rat. Don't be a 60-hour rat. Hi, Abby. Common. Thank you. Thank you. Listen. I don't know how to speak English very well either. I don't know. That's my only language I speak, by the way. I don't know how to...
Failure has made that mindset for me. Surviving failures proves that failure isn't permanent until we give up. Each time we fall and get up, we teach ourselves falling isn't a problem. People who know how to fall and still get back up are the ones who are unstoppable. 5, she asks one simple question. Why not me?
Well, see, this doesn't apply well to people in Scentsy. Why not me? Well, because there's like, aren't there millions of Scentsy distributors? Or like, at least like multiple hundreds of thousands. I think millions though, like in the United States anyway. Well, I guess it would be more worldwide then, huh? Why not me? Because like there aren't very many people who are solo rowing from California to Hawaii. And plus she's like, I don't remember what her background is, but it's not like she just picked up a freaking rowboat one day and decided to do it. She's been doing this for a while. She's been practicing and training. This is like a skill she has. There's no skills in Scentsy. People will argue there's skills in Scentsy. You gotta have business sense, and that's how, like, I mean, sure, I guess if you look at manipulation as a skill, sure, I guess. Manipulation and lying and stretching the truth and being very good at convincing people to join your team. Like, I guess those are the skills you need to be successful. Faking it till you make it. But that's like, I mean, really, that's it. That's honestly it. Like, if you're going to say you need business skills to be successful in Scentsy, I don't even think that's true. I think so many people who are successful in MLMs don't have any business skills. They didn't go to business school. They don't know anything. It's just stupid. They're comparing themselves to, what was her name? They had it earlier. The girl who rode from California to Hawaii. I think her name was Kelsey something. Let me look it up so we have the reference here for people who have just joined. Girl who rode from California to Hawaii. Yeah, Kelsey Fendler is her name. This just happened a couple months ago, or maybe even not even a month ago. Ooh, thunderstorms possible in the next few hours? Hello? Is it gonna start raining where I'm at? That would be really cool. Hold on, I'm checking the weather. There's a 23% chance of rain. In Phoenix language, that means it's not gonna rain. Last night we had a 100% chance of rain, and guess what? It didn't rain. So anyway, yes, thank you, Kelsey Fendler. Yeah, they're not her. They're super not her. But this is the story that Heidi is using to convince all of their distributors that they actually are. They are on the same level as Kelsey.
When she discovered no American woman had completed the solo row, she didn't assume someone else was more qualified. She asked herself, why not me? That is a belief question. The people who break records often aren't the people with the greatest talent. They're the people who stop disqualifying themselves.
I'm sorry, are you suggesting that Kelsey didn't have the talent to do it, but she was able to do it anyway? Like, shut up. It's not the same. You can't compare this to a Scentsy distributor. It's so stupid. Yeah, Tucson always gets a lot of rain. I always look at I think they must have gotten slammed last night. Because I was looking at the radar. It was coming from down south. And it looked pretty massive. It was supposed to come up to Phoenix, but I didn't see nothing. So, I I will say I did learn a lot from being in an MLM cult. I'm running my own art and gift shop business, and I use skills I learned there every day, minus the lying. Sure, she is very talented. Exactly. Exactly. Sorry, I said sure, like it sounded like sarcastic, but I was gonna go on with that, but then I got distracted. I wasn't trying to be sarcastic. No, I guess, maybe there are some things like organizing and things, sure. I guess it depends on what MLM you're in and how hard you go with it. Like if you're setting up booths and stuff and like booking fairs and things like that, sure. Yeah, I could see that. It is downplaying Kelsey's accomplishments for sure. Abso-freaking-lutely.
And 6, she wants someone to break her record. And this is perhaps my favorite idea. She said if she set a new record, she hoped another woman would come along and break it, because that's how progress happens.
That's also just like feminism, Well, like us women trying to lift each other up and being like, girl, get it, girl, Oh my God, girl, you look so amazing today. Get it? Like, it's that kind of energy. Because she said specifically she wants another woman to do it. Damn right she does. Damn right. That's feminism there. I mean, it's more things than just feminism. But to me, like, her saying that is like, yeah, women are just as capable as men to do these physical things like this.
Woo is right. That's a beautiful leadership principle.
Oh my God, yeah, Shelly. I guess what I'm saying is imagine being the woman breaking records and finding out an MLM cult is using your accomplishments as inspiration fodder to keep pushing the reps forward. # pour into women. Stop it! I'm saying it seriously. But no, you're totally right. Like, and it's not just Scentsy using her story. Kelsey's story is going to be used forever until her record is broken and someone else has another record of doing the same thing. But this, like, perseverance. Like, every cult, every group of people, like, ever is going to be using this to try to motivate people. And it's like, stop it.
Real leaders don't protect records.
Sorry, I just noticed
they create
this is
people
not,
who surpass
in
them.
the middle of the screen.
Kelsey Fendler and the 60-hour rats are evidence that our capacity to set and reach goals is far greater than the limits that we often put on ourselves. We just need a little persistence, perseverance, and resilience.
Yes, drunk girls in the club bathroom energy. That's what I get from Kelsey saying I want another woman to break my record. I'm not getting that as, like, whatever Heidi was fucking saying. I think Heidi, like, either ChatGPT wrote all of this and Heidi's just pretending to understand it, or Heidi's just, like, yeah, just writing a bunch of shit and not actually, like, critically thinking about how it actually applies to the MLM Scentsy business. The bar club bathroom is feminine utopia. I agree. I'm going to give overall MLMs a point on the board because I have noticed less pouring into each other lately, and for that I'm grateful. I think maybe it's because there's just less of them. Because I still hear them say pour into each other all the time. But it's not just like a MLM thing. Like, they say it a lot in religious stuff too. I know, the rat metaphor is bad and also really sad. And, like, we shouldn't make that... Like, I think that needs to be lost to history because it's fucked up and we shouldn't be doing that kind of shit. It's like there's no other good lessons to learn from this, not twisting it into MLM indoctrination. It's like, it is a great message of perseverance, but not when it's applied to something as stupid as a business in a box, It wouldn't be the first time an MLM presentation has AI content. Oh, I think they used AI for a lot of this, in my opinion. I think they did, but I don't have proof of that.
I think that's what success looks like. It isn't pretending life is easy. It isn't denying the storm. It's deciding ahead of time that the storm won't make the decision for you. I know that disappointment is personal. A no can feel like rejection. A teammate quitting can feel like failure. A difficult month can shake years of belief. but you can experience disappointment without turning it into a permanent conclusion. Recruiting is difficult now doesn't have to become no one is interested anymore. My business is down doesn't have to become the best days are behind me. What I used to do is not working doesn't have to become nothing works. Even personal tragedy doesn't have to be debilitating. Recently, I read a post from a consultant named April. She shared about losing her dad after a long battle with cancer. As I read her words, my heart went out to her and her family.
I'm sure
But then
it
she
did.
wrote something that perfectly captured what I hope Scentsy...
This is probably going to be so stupid, like the last quote, that other Scentsy consultant that she put on the stage. I was like, I just tune out the noise and do my thing. Wow, what a visionary. This is probably also going to be a really stupid quote.
will always be. She said, without Scentsy, I would have had to go through all of this alone.
Okay, this is one of two things. Either this girl doesn't have any other friends outside of Scentsy, which is, that's kind of a you thing. Like, you did that to yourself. You don't have to, like, depend on Scentsy to get all your friendships made for you. It's either that, or she's just saying that shit for sympathy, or, you know, for trying to convince people, like, look, join Scentsy for the community, you know? Personal tragedy can be a great pitch, guys. And yeah, they use it all the time. Exactly. Thank you, Shelly. Exactly. This is what she's doing. She probably made a Facebook post being like, my dad died, he had cancer, this is a tragedy for my family, and then decided to tie it back to Scentsy and use it as a recruiting opportunity. And Heidi's just like, yeah, this is how you should do it. Please. Or Scentsy has alienated her from non-Scentsy friends. I just don't think that she was being honest. I think she was just, yeah, like what Shelly said, she's using it as a pitch. To be like, yeah, I have so much support in Scentsy. There's no fucking way. Like, you don't, I mean, maybe she doesn't have brothers and sisters. Maybe her mom isn't there anymore. Maybe her grandparents aren't there anymore. Maybe she doesn't have cousins and aunts and uncles. But it's like, I mean, you know, it's possible. You're going to try to tell me you have no one outside of Scentsy? I just threw up in my throat. Would they still support her like this if she left? No. That would be a hard no. They wouldn't. At all. Because that's what these cults do. When you leave the what is it? Fucking the high control group, suddenly you're not under their control anymore and you're not useful to them. And that's what it is. Maybe she tried to recruit her friends and fam and they're over it. Yeah, maybe they all were just like, all right, I'm done then. Bye. Dude, I don't know. I think that was a manipulation tactic, and even freaking Heidi fell for it. Either that or Heidi's just saying that because she's wanting other people to use their personal tragedies to recruit people also. Yeah. I'm all warmed up from roasting Scentsy on Julie Anderson. Oh, did she have a stream earlier too? I am glad she's back. Leaving is betrayal in cults. Yeah, she, yes, yeah, it is. And they discommunicate you, or whatever the word is called. But Julie, her comeback video, she was posting about a new coffee MLM that I wanted to dive into also, because it sounds very, gross. So maybe I'll do that video too. But I think my next video is going to be about the whole Scentsy drama going on in the Facebook group, because it's funny. I mean, when I had a death in my family, my coworkers rallied around me and helped me cover work tasks and meals for like a week and a half. But I wasn't alone aside from them. Right. To say you're alone. I mean, do you have kids, ma'am? Like, hey, April, there's no fucking way that it was just you and your dad and everyone you met in Scentsy, and those were the only people in your life. Please. You wouldn't have had to do that alone. If you have other people in your life who care about you, you wouldn't be doing anything alone. I hate this shit. It makes me so mad. It's so manipulative.
She wasn't
life,
talking
yep.
about fragrance or compensation. She was talking about people. People who checked on her, prayed for her, and carried her when she didn't have the strength to carry herself.
And the only people capable of doing said thing were the people she met in Scentsy. If you're not in Scentsy, you're not capable of being a supportive friend or family member. What? Stop it! Get some help.
That is home. Home,
Oh my
isn't just where you
God.
celebrate together. It's where you develop the resilience to get through the hardest seasons of your life. That's what family does.
Let's see, Richard, do you ever do coverage on Scientology? They are the largest MLM scheme disguised as a religion. I do agree with that. I've talked about Scientology here and there. Like, I've never done like a deep dive on it, or, cause there's like so many people who have done way better videos about Scientology than I ever could. Like people who have left. There's lots of channels who talk about it. But I do mention it from time to time. Because I see it definitely as kind of its own little pyramid scheme. Heidi, you're pissing me off. It's a job. It's not even a job, actually. Heidi's crying, take a shot. No, you'll die. If I were in the audience for this speech, I would have thrown so many tomatoes, especially when she started crying. You know, it's like, stop it.
They show up and remind you that you're not alone. They help you face loss, fatigue, or failure and still return with purpose. Home and family, that's what means the most to us. Orville and I dreamed there
But only if the home is Scentsy and the family are Scentsy distributors, right? That's what means a lot to you.
would come a day when our children
A shot of water, there you go.
would work alongside your children. So it was fun to see all the youngins here tonight.
I hate this!
And today that is happening all across Scentsy. For so many of us, our children grew up watching us build. They've seen the long days. They've seen the challenges. They know.
Tanya, no, this is a good one. Sorry, I have to read this comment. David, why waste perfectly good tomatoes? I'd be throwing legit trash. Yeah. Don't waste food. Especially because there's not many foods we can eat right now without getting diarrhea or dying. Or getting like a parasitic infection. So let's not waste tomatoes. I think tomatoes are still safe, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong because everything is just fucked right now.
More about the hard parts than most people ever will. And they still believe Scentsy is worth building. They want to build what comes next.
Woo!
The generation that grew up inside this home is not running away from it. If they believe it has a future, perhaps we can reevaluate our beliefs about its future. Maybe belief isn't something we lose. Maybe it just gets buried beneath disappointment, exhaustion, and comparison. But belief doesn't just return on its own. Belief returns through action. You can't wait until you believe before you move. When you act, belief catches up. You talk to one more person, post one more live, do one more party, invite one more teammate to act. Then things start to change. Not immediately around you, but first inside you. You begin collecting evidence again. Evidence that people still love fragrance. Evidence that people...
She always does. Okay, you know what? I'm maybe not as convinced that this speech is AI because Heidi always does this in her speeches. She'll be like, someone is doing something, and then she'll take that something that does blah, 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 and then the same something that does blah, 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 and she'll have like multiple sentences afterwards, you know? I think, and she's done that at least twice in this speech because she's doing it about evidence now. Now you can collect evidence that da-da-da-da-da-da, evidence that blah, 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 evidence that blah, 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 evidence that blah, 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 blah. And it's like, and she does that in all of her speeches, and she'll do it multiple times. I mean, maybe, you know, AI could have helped her like structure her speech or something or organize ideas, but at least like she has to be doing that part because that is a very Heidi thing in her speeches. She always does that. Evidence of fragrance. Is the screen bright green? Is it? If it is, maybe try refreshing the stream. Because I think I might know what you're talking about, and that happens to me sometimes too when I'm watching a stream. But unless it's everybody, then I don't know. It could be my internet. But I'm plugged in with my Ethernet, so I don't know.
People still want belonging, that people still want flexibility, that people still need extra income, that people still want growth. Those needs.
Yeah, see, she just did it again. That people want blah, blah, blah. That people need blah, blah, blah. That people want blah, blah, blah. That people, like, she'll start multiple sentences the same way. Like the emphasis thing. And she always does that shit. Did it fix it when you refreshed? Oh, yeah, like the stream, please. Thank you, Kayla, for reminding people. Yes, if you have not liked the stream yet, please do so.
Haven't changed.
Evidence that someone farted and
The
you
way
need to
people
warm your
discover
wax.
them has changed. That's why we're willing to renovate. Not because we've stopped believing in this home, but because we believe in it so much. We believe in this brand,
She's doing it again.
and we will always improve it for you.
Oh, okay. Maybe that one wasn't as bad. We'll always believe in this. And then we believe in this brand. And we'll believe in this blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what I'm saying? That is the speech pattern that she has.
We believe in this community. We believe in what Scentsy has meant
Oh, no,
to
she's still
millions
doing
of
it.
people.
We live in this community. We believe in what Scentsy meant. Yeah. Come on, Heidi. I mean, honestly, yeah, I don't think that AI wrote this for her. I think this is just the only thing that Heidi knows how to do in her speeches. It's like, do it one time, maybe. But this is too much. You're doing it every other point.
And we believe in what it can still become. Our willingness to change is evidence of how much we love you. So, we'll keep
You
renovating.
don't, oh my God. Like, see, that's just manipulative. Love bombing. We love you so much. You don't know these people. You don't love them. You love having them to make money for you. Sure, I guess.
We'll open new doors. We'll turn on new lights. We'll do everything we
door.
can to help you see what we see.
There's a door within a door. Hey guys, check out this door within a door.
So more people can find the front door. People who don't know yet the friendships waiting for them, who don't know yet what they are capable of.
Here it is again.
People who don't know that there's a place where they'll be welcomed as family. Because this home was never built for just those of us already here. It was built for people we haven't met yet. It was built for you and for them. So,
She's like, oop, didn't include that part in my speech. Yike-a-roonies. Gotta add that. Hee-hee. Woohoo!
this week, I hope you'll remember what it feels like to be home in Boise. Remember the people who believed in you. Remember the person you were when you first walked through the door and who you became. And then leave the porch light on for someone else, because this house still has good bones.
Foundation is strong. Not always. Hey, isn't there like there's a little like a children's church song that's like, the foolish man built his house upon the sand, the foolish man built his house upon the sand, or something like that. And then the after part is like, the wise man built upon his house upon the rock, and then like the whole point is like, build your foundation on the rock that is God, or whatever. Anyway, the point of that song is like, sand, bad foundation, rock, good foundation. Foundation is not always strong. Stupid.
Its foundation is strong, its doors are open, and its
Not always. Doors can close too.
future is waiting. Welcome home. Love you.
Okay. All right. Oh, actually, yeah. for whatever reason, this YouTube video got like, ew, get your faces out of each other's faces. Anyway, yeah, it did kind of replace the copyrighted music in this one. I think YouTube forced DC to do that. Let's see what comes next. This might be like another seasonal product update. So let's see. I'm gonna just, yeah, I don't know if that's copyrighted. Fork, knife, candy cane. What a messy table. No one has room to eat anything. What does this have to do with Scentsy? Besides maybe the scent of a pine tree. It's still going. That sounds like Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, okay, we get it. It's Christmas. Is this all AI too, do you guys think? Why does the... Okay. Could be. No, I don't think so. Maybe, though. Maybe some of it's AI. No, I think it's just stock footage. Oh, look, it's the baby doll Mormon dress again. Holy shit. These people do talk about products. I'll let it go for a couple minutes and see what they're yapping about, but we might skip through this part.
I think it's time for a seasonal shift. So, from lightweight sweaters to thick scarves and heavy coats, from cool fall breezes to red noses and a blanket of falling snow, and from pumpkin treats to cut-out Christmas cookies and gingerbread.
Holiday themes can take on many different forms, from classic red and green to elegant silver and gold, from the beach house to the farmhouse, and just about everything in between. It's all about personalization. For the edit will launch October 1st, it looks like this.
Introducing the gingerbread edit.
Okay, honestly, those are all, like, really, really cute. Like, because I always love, for Christmas, like, I have, like, a few of those little, porcelain houses, the light-up houses and stuff, like, my mom gave me, like, old ones of hers, and so I put them up every year. Like, I would love to have a little gingerbread, neighborhood. It's so cute. I would never buy from Scentsy, but anyway, scrolling through this, yeah, it looks like they're just, oh, Dan Orchard came out to talk about shit. Maybe let's jump to where Dan shows up. Or not. Hello?
We have
Okay.
the
I
red
guess,
retro truck with...
okay, I guess he's still just talking about Scentsy products. That's the warmer. Okay. LED decor trees. Cute. Damn. They really go on and on about this shit. What's all this? Oh my god, stop it right now. I love the Christmas Story. That's a great Scentsy warmer for people who like that movie. Oh yeah, they have a Coca-Cola collab. Imagine your house smelling like Coca-Cola wax melts, though. No, thank you. Oh, a 3D printer? That's a good idea. That's probably I mean, if you have a 3D printer, a pretty easy way to do something like that. Yeah, I don't know what everyone was standing up and doing here. This might actually be the end of the first day. I don't know. I'll let Dan talk for a second, and then I can move on to the next day.
All right. Fabulous. That's great. Okay. Tonight, I didn't know if you knew this already, but we have an after party. It's at the Scentsy home office. I also didn't know if you have felt the heat of the Boise area. It's hot.
Is it really?
Sometimes testers don't do great in hot heat. So we're going to save that for later, and we have a few surprises up our sleeve during your campus tour, either tomorrow or Thursday.
Okay, yeah, I think he's ending things here. Let me find the link to the next video, because these are all unlisted, but DC did send them all to me. Let me see here. Okay, I think this one is the beginning of day 2. Boop. Oh no, where'd you guys go? And then I have to skip through the first like 20 minutes of this because it's just like a weird introduction thing. No, even more than 20 minutes. Who do we have here today? Ah! No! Hold on. Oh, okay. There's a guy showing up here. All right, I think we're good. Pause story on point. Okay. I might have to readjust this crop if it'll let me. Oh.
And the rest of the day, when Sound Bites ends, you'll have somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes.
This is the guy who was hosting that panel with all the Gen Z, like the young people. He's so cringe and weird.
To get to your next activity. For those of you with purple lanyards that were in Expo this morning, you have 3 breakout options this afternoon. You will have time to go to all 3 of them, and there is no specific order that you need to go in. One of the rooms is down here just around the corner, and 2 of them are up just past where the Expo was. So go to one of the Expo rooms, and then you'll do 3.
What is arid heat? What does that mean? Because I just know, like, dry heat and, like, humid heat. Oh, my God. When I was in LA this weekend, yike-a-roonies. Because, like, we took the kids to the LA Zoo on one of the days that we had some extra time. And we're like, we're from Phoenix. This heat ain't nothing. No, it was bad. It was, like, 90-something degrees. And the humidity didn't help. Like, that was one of the only times in my life I felt like beads of sweat, like, dripping down my back. I'm like, this sucks. Let's go. Dry is arid. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for teaching me English. Okay. Hello? Why?
Rotations. For those of you that were in Expo, or that were in breakouts this morning with the yellow lanyards, you go to Expo and product display.
Yeah, I can't imagine Idaho gets nearly as hot as Phoenix. Like a dry 80, like high 80s, low 90s, I could probably still deal with. It's hot. Yeah, that gets hot. But like, that's not enough for me to be like, I have to stay indoors, you know? But like, add humidity on top of that, then it gets unbearable, yeah.
But for breakouts, pick any one of the rooms, go to all 3, you'll enjoy all of them, they will be great.
Great.
Number one rule for Sound Bites is, whatever you packed in, please pack out. We do not want to leave a mountain of garbage that the team has to come in here and clean up. There are no special magic cleaning fairies, and we need to be in here for general session this evening. So please pack out your garbage. If your friend next to you forgets, you know, just do what you do.
You shouldn't have to remind full-grown adults to be decent human beings who clean up after themselves. I'm just saying. Try living in Florida, I would never. Honestly, I probably would never even step foot in that place unless I actually had to. The only fan of humid heat. It just doesn't feel good. But yeah, I have really dry skin, and especially being in Phoenix, it doesn't do well out here. I have like psoriasis and stuff too, and it's just like impossible to... I'm putting lotion on all day, every day. I have like just a huge bottle of hemp next to me all the time, multiple times a day, and I still have dry skin. It sucks.
And say, that silly Scentsy sister, and, you know, kindly pick up her garbage and say, oh.
Why is he breathing like that?
That was so nice of me. We have an incredible lineup of speakers, a remarkably talented set of people who will share with you, and what we think are some of the most important topics for you.
Oh, trust me, like, I know you do have to remind people, full-grown adults, to do this, but you shouldn't have to, you know what I mean? Like, you should just be a decent human being. Like, when I go camping and stuff, we have a spot that's kind of, like, tucked in that we like to go to a lot, that not a lot of people go to, but it seems like the people who do end up finding it and camping in that spot as well, they always leave trash. Like, we have had to... I've found a gallon, like a jug, like a milk jug, full of piss there. And I'm like, you're in the forest, just pee on a tree. And you know a dude's doing it. Us girlies, we can't aim good enough to get in the little hole of a milk jug. So some dudes, instead of just whipping it out and peeing on a tree, they pee in a jug and then they leave it in the forest. It pisses me off. I'm like, have you no respect for other people and the environment? You're camping, leave it as you found it. Like that, it's just crazy. It's crazy, guys. Like, this is the kind of shit, you know, I raise my children when they have trash. Do they throw it on the ground? Yeah. And I go, no, you pick that up and you put it in the trash can. And guess what? They do it. And they're learning. My daughter's a lot better now, but my son, he's still little. And yeah, I have to remind him to do it. But he's 5. These are full-grown adults who should know better. You don't just leave your fucking trash laying around. That's what trash cans are for. Okay, I'm off my soapbox now. It just pisses me off. Porta potties? Where I camp? No. We camp we slum it out there. We don't go to actual campgrounds. I prefer to pee in the forest. And I have a little, a stool. It's like a fold-up stool, but instead of a flat seat, it's like a toilet seat. And you just kind of walk it into the forest, go on the side of a tree, and just sit. Or, you know, if you really got to do it, fucking pop a squat, man. I do that all the time. I taught my daughter how to do it. Because sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night and you have to pee, and it's kind of cold out, and, it's really dark, and you're you don't want to go looking for your you don't want to go looking for your little toilet stool, so you just kind of walk up to a tree and just pop a squat, shake it off, and go back to bed. You know? Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, we don't camp in places with porta potties. I would rather pop a squat and pee on a tree and shake it off with no toilet paper than pee in a porta potty. Easily. But that's the thing. It's and I was actually just talking to, when we were in LA, we were visiting one of my friends. I was talking to her mom about, because I have a water bottle, one of my stickers, I don't have it up here, but one of the stickers on it says, I love peeing outside. And she brought it up. She's like, that's so funny. And I'm like, no, because I do. Yeah, don't even get me started on pooping outside. Pooping in the forest, when you have the little stool, and you just get to kind of go on a little hike by yourself, find a nice area, dig a hole, and I have to dig a hole when I go camping because my dog Noodle, he will find it and he will eat it. So I have to dig a hole, but whatever, dig a hole, poop in the hole, bury it. But it's such a nice little experience because, you know, you don't have your phone because there's no internet out there. And you just kind of look at trees, look at the clouds, enjoy yourself, take a shit in a hole and bury it. And honestly, all of that is so much better than pooping in a porta potty or even the toilets that they have, the ground, I forget what they're called, but you know what I'm talking about, the public toilets that's just a big hole in the ground. What? No, absolutely not. I will poop in a forest any day. Not even just a forest, the wilderness. I'll dig a hole and poop there. But no, I was telling my friend, her mom, when she brought that up, I was like, you know, popping a squat really is a skill. You have to really learn how to do it well because otherwise, well, when you're a girl anyway, because otherwise it can splatter. You got to get real low to the ground and use gentle pressure. And then give it a little shake, and then you're good. A porta potty company called Honey Bucket, and I'm like, stop it! The conversation about peeing in the forest is better than watching the Scentsy presentation. Sorry, I just I'm very, I take camping really seriously. But I don't, no, I really do. I really do have a good time going potty in the forest. Because usually, my dogs will follow me, and so they'll keep me company. I just have to make sure if I'm pooping, they don't eat my poop. But other than that, it's a nice experience. It's calming. You hear the birds chirping and the bugs and it's nice. Y'all should try it sometime. Yeah, vault toilets. You had to clean them? Absolutely not. More power to you, but no. Freaking no. It's terrible. Okay, we can get back to it. We can stop talking about poop. Hello?
To be consistent and successful in your business. Our first presenter for you is Superstar Director from Maine. Please welcome Ediane Pelletier.
Oh, sorry. That's probably copyright, if I had to guess.
All right, so we're glad you're here. Thank you for showing up. What matters most in your business? That's what I'm going to talk about. Now, I could stand here.
Oh, so this lady, she didn't get to get her speech put on a teleprompter, huh? She has to read it off her phone. How hard was it to get her speech up there, you know? Come on, guys. That's how you live every day. The only downside of no running water is showering is hard. I can imagine. That is one thing. That's like the one thing that I have to be home after a couple days out there. Like, I don't usually camp for more than 3 nights tops. But by then I'm just like disgusting. I know they make camp showers and stuff, but it's just like, it almost feels wrong to shower while you're camping. Cause like the point of it is just, you know, you're out there just in the dirt, in the elements. But like after a certain point, you're like, I'm fucking gross and I need to go back. I need to go take a nice warm shower. Like my aunt and uncle, they have like a huge RV, and we're gonna go camping with them in October. And they have like a whole shower, and like everything's all nice there. I'm like, this doesn't feel like camping to me though, you know? Almost all the presenters were reading off their phones. Yeah. I know. Like they have these teleprompters on the side of the screen, or the sides of the stage. You can see them, and Heidi and Orville are always looking back and forth like this because there's 2 of them. So they get their speeches loaded in, but their consultants who get up here and make speeches, they don't get to do it. Like, it's just stupid. The water pressure in a camp shower is almost worthless. Yeah. So like you can't even really use conditioner. You know, you can't, I mean, you can wash your hair, but like for me, I need a lot of water to rinse my like conditioner and stuff out of my hair. Baby wipes. Those only go so far though, especially with my kids. Like, oh my gosh.
And tell you that it's about sales, it's about recruiting, it's about business building, it's about making samples or, right?
No.
What matters most in your business is what you believe when nothing is happening. Did you hear that?
I mean, I heard it, but I'm gonna need more information to kind of understand what it is you're freaking talking about. Are you just gonna repeat it right now? Because we're gonna need some context.
What matters most in your business is what you believe when nothing is happening in your business.
Yeah, so she just repeated it without really giving any more context. Great. This lady looks like the vegan teacher. You are 100% correct, and I can't unsee it now. Van life scene. I know, I would love to. I've been telling my husband, like, it'd be really cool to get, like, one of those VW Beetle, in, like, those old school vans and just kind of redo the inside of it. Or I've even seen people, like, redo a school bus and make, like, a whole, like, house out of it, which is really cool. This woman looks and sounds bored. Oh, yeah, look at that face, man. Nothing says bored more than that face. I know, yeah. Van life sounds awesome. I think when my kids, like, when I retire and stuff, I would happily, like, I mean, I'd happily live in a van, but I'm also, like, I'm not, like, crafty enough to really, like, remodel the inside of a van to make it livable like that, but I always watch the videos and they seem really cool. So I would totally do it. Garth from Wayne's World, yes, Garth from Wayne's World, mixed with a vegan teacher, that's who this woman is, period.
All know what that feels like, maybe a little bit right now. You have to understand that you're going to hear lots of things today about programs and sales and recruiting. But if you don't get your belief and your mindset right first,
yes, Shelly, pretty much,
nothing you learn today is going to matter.
If you don't get your shit straight, then you can learn whatever you want. If you don't get your mindset right, then you're never gonna you can never actually take everything you learned today and apply it to your Scentsy biz. You have to get your mind right first. Crazy. Just keep working your business. That's exactly what it is. And that's all that Scentsy can do right now, because Scentsy is clearly not doing very well. There clearly is a struggle. The theme of every single speaker up here is like how to get yourself out of a hard time, how to persevere, you know? And that speaks volumes about where Scentsy is as a company, in my opinion. Just keep going. Just keep freaking doing it, man. And that's it. That's all they have. They can't celebrate success because they're trying to rebuild success and failing at it pretty miserably. A van down by the river. A whole presentation of crudely hidden red flags. Yeah, this whole thing. Everything, even Heidi and Orville are up there talking about, like, just keep going. Please keep going.
Everybody can believe things are great, right? When the sales are rolling in, when the recruits are signing up, when the parties are flowing, when your team is responding to you, right?
I'm sorry, if your team is not responding to you, you are probably not a very good leader. Just saying.
But here's the thing. You're going to find out what you really believe when your business gets quiet. When nobody's commenting, nobody's ordering, when the party falls flat, maybe nobody showed up. When the person...
Maybe. Try like at least like 90% of the time. No one's going to show up to your parties. Yeah. When the cult is culting. When the wax burns out.
You thought for sure was going to join, and all of a sudden they said, oh, well, maybe later. Can I tell you something?
No.
That is where the business is built. In the quiet. When things are happening, it's easy to feel successful, right? But when things get quiet, we start telling ourselves a different story. And that story can make or break your business. Because feeling discouraged sounds a lot like, I'm no good at this. It's a J month. We're not going to have any sales anyway.
A J month.
Right? People are sick of hearing from me. My business is stuck. Maybe it works for you, but it's not going to work for me. We hear those things all the time, and a lot of times it's just in our head. Here's the thing. Quiet is not failure. Quiet is where our belief is tested. Quiet is where consistency is going to be instilled. And quiet is where trust is chosen. Your business is not going to ask you to be perfect. No one is. It's asking you to keep showing up. Keep showing up before the proof even arrives. Because momentum needs to start before we can even start seeing results.
Sorry, I'm like trying to do something on the
I'd like to invite
here.
you to write this down or save it on your phone, whatever.
Whatever.
It's a quote that I say all the time. The story we tell ourselves about who we are becomes the story we live. So make the story one worth living. You want me to repeat it?
Yes, because
the story we
don't
tell
understand
ourselves about ourselves is the story we live out. So make it a good story.
Why'd she say it like that?
When your business gets quiet, lean into your belief, into your consistency, into your why. The numbers, they might tell you what happened this month, but your mindset,
Oh, sorry.
that's going to tell you what happens next.
Okay, I'm done farting around with it. Sorry.
Thank you.
Ah! Okay, yeah, cool. That was a really good speech. Thank you. Brandy Weigand. Finding people to talk to. Here we go. We're going to hear about how to recruit people. Huh?
This always seems like a really good idea when they ask me to do it, and then I get up here and I'm like, oh God, why did I do that?
If I remember correctly, this woman like always sounds like she's out of breath. So she's also kind of hard to listen to.
So I'm Brandy, and I'm going to talk to you about new customers. Can you hear me if I hold it right here? I cannot see anything out there. Okay, so it's really simple. Our business is like a funnel, right? So open on top, this little drip at the bottom, and if you're not constantly adding customers to that funnel, it's gonna go empty. So I'm gonna tell you a little story. I do a lot of events.
At least she's not like just reading the entire time. I appreciate that she is kind of speaking from memory or just like speaking naturally and not being all robotic and weird.
Last fall, I decided not to do any events. We had a lot of family stuff and whatever, so no events, and it was fine. I worked my business, I saw my customers, I had good sales all fall. It's fall, we're busy, right? No problem. Christmas came, good numbers, it's fine, and then January and February hit, and I was like, crap. For the first time, I really felt like I was having to work my business. I felt like I was really having to.
But see, this is why y'all complain about people having unrealistic expectations, and then you go to convention, you have someone talking on stage being like, I never really even had to work. Not until the slow season. I only really have to work my business during the slow season. But otherwise, it just happens. It's just easy and it just happens. Okay. And then you want to complain when people feel like like it's actually kind of hard when you get in there. Freaking wild. Less scripted speech, more like a human being, exactly.
Sell Scentsy. I wasn't just sharing and having fun, it was hard. My customers weren't buying. Scentsy was providing, but not what my customers wanted, and I was like, what the heck? March came, same thing. April came, and I had my regular spring events. Did 5 weekends back-to-back events, and oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Talking to all the people, meeting a lot of new customers. I mean, the fact that people still don't know about Scentsy is insane to me, but it's real. So just, small local events, just little things, every weekend for 5 weeks in a row. I've been a consultant for this fall will be 15 years. May was my best month ever.
Yeah, because
in my whole year. It wasn't
Sorry. Yeah, because you guys had a freaking incentive. Oh yeah, that's what the incentive is. It's like if you recruit, I think 10 people, and then they make it to a certain sales amount or something over the course of this event, then they get the opportunity, or I guess the chance, to create a wax warmer or something, like some kind of product that they're going to sell, or allegedly possibly sell at Scentsy. I think that's what people are fighting for. They're trying to get all these recruits so that they can have the opportunity. It's like paparazzi and the Z pieces, Like if you sell the most over the course of the year, then you get to design a piece. That's pretty much what she's doing, except they're tying it to recruiting instead of sales.
Necessarily my highest PRV, but I had the most new customers I've ever had, the most first-time orders I've ever had, and that was because of those events. That was because I refilled my funnel, and those new customers were pouring in. And those new customers are the life of your business. You can relate it sort of to like your hairdresser, right? She has the ladies that come in and they get a little color touch up every couple weeks, and it's like a $40, hair treatment or whatever. And then there's me that comes in like once every 6 months, and it's like $400, right? So Same with your customers. You have your tried, true, loyal customers, but you need those new customers, that excitement and the fun, not just for them, but for you, right? So when you meet a new customer that's never heard of Scentsy before, how does that make you feel?
I think those people are few and far between. I don't think there's a lot of people anymore out there who don't know what Scentsy is, you know? I think Scentsy's gotten around enough that people know what it is. It's like, and I think that's why they try to focus so much on Gen Z now. Because the younger people who are like growing up and learning about the world, maybe they're the one, if they don't have anyone in their family who's ever sold Scentsy, no, maybe they're the ones that haven't heard of it. And that's why you need to get to them. Because they don't know any better. It's so freaking wild. She's in a funnel scheme, right?
You're excited. You can't wait to show them the products and tell them the things. So if you're not bringing in those new customers, you got a problem. Okay, so that's what I said.
Yeah,
My funnel.
That's the point of a business, is you get customers. If you don't have customers, you got a problem. No shit. Welcome to Business School 101. Not even freaking business school. That's just like how businesses work, and everyone knows it.
Was refilled. I was pouring those people in, and now what are you going to do with those people? So I have a monthly goal every month of what to do. So first, you can set a goal. How many new customers do you want every month? And for me, that's 10. And your workstation will track that. It's right there on your dashboard. It's so fun to watch it. You can see if you're ahead of the game, behind the game. I'm a tracker. I'm a goal setter, and that's great. So set a goal. And these are my minimums. Like, this is what I must do every month. And we start at the beginning of the month, hardcore, so that you're not racing the clock at the end of the month. The second thing you're going to do is...
Yeah, but that's how it always ends up in MLM. There's always the end of the month rush. All the time. It's like you guys can never escape it. It happens every time.
Talk to one new person a day. It can be on Facebook. It can be on... in real life, whatever you want, but find one new person a day to talk to. Hand out 5 samples a week. So that means you got to make some samples. And honestly, it doesn't have to be wax samples. If you can make any kind of other sample that they can use without a warmer, that's even better, because...
Like what, laundry detergent or something? Like, what do? Put it in a Ziploc bag? Like, it's easy to sample the wax melts because, like, they're in, like, breakable little cubes. Yeah, break up a cube and give it as a sample. Even cut the cube in half, I guess, if you need to. But, like, I mean, what else does Scentsy have that you can sample? Yeah, they got laundry detergent and, like, soap and stuff. But it's like, how do you sample that? You're just handing out weird Ziploc bags of, like, goo. Here you go.
Because they can use it if they've never used Scentsy before.
Champagne Hand, don't they make spray? Oh yeah, I think they probably do have like a fragrance spray, but then in that way, you know, how do you gift a spray without a spray bottle, I guess? For the Scentsy buddies. I thought the Scentsy buddies had like a pack on the inside that you stuff up their butt. Anyway, sorry. Champagne Hand. Is Scentsy one of the ones where you can buy your own rank? I forget. I mean, technically you can buy your own rank in any MLM. But I don't think they're one of the ones where you can sign up and like pay extra to start at a higher rank, if that's what you're talking about. But really, in any MLM, you can rank by. It depends on what the compensation plan promotes you with. Like, usually you have to have like a certain number of recruits and stuff like that. But a lot of people will like go recruit their husbands or their, I don't know, they'll just sign people up. I remember specifically, it might have been in Monate, but like someone signed up their dog or some shit. Like, it's so stupid, but I think you have to have a social security number to do that. So like, how do you even do that? I don't know. I have no idea. But I mean, rank buying is a thing. Like, if you have the amount of recruits that you need, but you need to hit a certain amount of sales, then you just rank buy. Yeah, I think that's a thing you can do in Scentsy. Car air fresheners, yeah. I'm picturing a Ziploc bag with loose liquid, a hun poured in there. Me too. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, how do you sample something like laundry detergent? I thought some of them had distributors asking other distributors to buy from them at the end of the month because they couldn't do it themselves. Right, and Monate does that too. I think a lot of MLMs do that. But like with Scentsy though, they had that rank. I guess they still have it, the certified rank or whatever, which is the rank that like caused all that commotion before, where, like if you hit 1,000 PV, like if you make $1,000 in sales basically over the course of your lifetime, then you are then a certified consultant, and therefore you get like an extra 5% in commission every time you sell a rank. So the issue was is that they like made it so you had to keep requalifying for that, I think, and so that pissed everyone off. They're like, no, I was told I was going to be making, I don't know what it is, 25% commission instead of 20. I could be wrong on the numbers, but you get what I mean. I was told that I was going to make this amount forever once I hit 1,000. Now you took it away from me, and now I have to keep requalifying. Like, that's messed up. And then they made the qualifications to be active higher. So that's why a lot of people were really mad. But ultimately, yeah, like if you're like tomorrow's the first of the month, and if I hit a certain number of sales, if I get a certain number of like group volume or PV or whatever, and then I'll rank up, then yeah, you could buy that yourself if you wanted to. You know, I pictured a piece of paper towel in a Ziploc sprayed with something or dipped in melted wax. Sure. A paper towel probably wouldn't be safe to put in like a wax warmer though. Because wouldn't that be a fire hazard? I don't know. Is it powdered or is it liquid laundry detergent? I don't know. I guess if it's powdered, that's not as weird. But yeah, like just thinking of having a Ziploc bag full of liquid laundry detergent, like it's just like snotty blue goo. It's like, oh. I mean, it works. Sure. You know what? That is an effective way to give samples, but at the same time, it's just like, it's kind of unprofessional to give samples out that way. I don't know. Or a piece of cotton. I don't know. I feel like that sounds like it could be a fire hazard.
And then do one event a month. An event can be anything where you're going to meet new people out of your circle. So
if they're in your circle, they're not real or new people, right? Or maybe she's meaning like your cold market or your warm market, or you know, that whole thing. Like your warm market, isn't that like your friends and family and stuff? But then like your cold market is like strangers. Open your hands, glug glug glug. All right, now you take that home and put it in your washing machine.
An actual like festival or event or something like that, but also a pop-up in a parking lot. Someone else is going to talk about.
I don't think you can just do that, right? I mean, maybe like at Home Depot, you always see those like hot dog vendors and stuff. But can you just go into like a Walmart parking lot and set up a booth where you're selling Scentsy? Don't you have to get permission or something to do that? Which I guess you can, but why would Walmart want, you know, they're like, we sell this, you know, some place like Walmart sells fucking everything. So it's like, whatever it is you're selling, we probably sell inside our store. So no, I don't know.
All those things, but tell yourself, I'm going to do one event where I can meet strangers a month. And then,
okay, so strangers are not meeting people in your circle. Those are strangers. Those are different things.
And connect with one new business a month.
That's true,
because all those people you probably don't know. So if you have a hairdresser, if you get your nails done, any of those places, connect with them and say, hey, can I put something up? Can I leave some cards? Things like that. And do a fundraiser. And here's the thing.
A fundraiser?
All of these
what do you mean a fundraiser? Like at your children's school? Be like, 30% of profits are going to be donated back to the school, like how they have like McDonald's fundraisers or Chick-fil-A or some shit like that they always have. Don't give your money to Chick-fil-A, please. But you know what I mean? She's suggesting you do something like that every month. Weird.
Might bring you one new customer, but you know what? That's one new customer that you didn't have before. So it might not be a successful fundraiser. You might think I only got 3 orders from this fundraiser that I hosted all month, but that's 3 new customers.
No, those are 3 people that were told that if they make a purchase from you, then a part of the profits are going to be donated to a cause that they believe in. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be returning customers, please.
And all of those things will add up to a lot of new customers. Okay, so where are you going to find these new customers? And these people that you're supposed to talk to. So become part of places that are already, people already gather. So where do you go where there's a lot of people? The gym, sports practices,
No. Do not set up a Scentsy stall in a gym while people are trying to get their workout in. A lot of people don't like to work out. They don't even want to be there. The last thing they want is someone trying to sell shit to them. Stop it. Get some help. Seriously. Oh, I'm so glad that you're having fun. That's great. I'm glad. Because I am getting a sore throat from yelling. No, I had like a sore throat starting the other day. I think I might have picked something up in California, but you can't bloody go anywhere. I know, dude. But like, I'm even thinking of like, I was following maybe it just popped up on my Instagram or something, but there was like this guy who would set up like a little stall in a park, like a public park. He had a little pug, and it was like $5 to pet my pug or something like that. I don't know, just like a silly little thing. He had like a TikTok live stream going and stuff. And then the cops came, and they're like, you have to have a business permit to do this. So it's like, yeah, same thing with, I mean, maybe it's different in different states and different cities and things like that, but I don't think you can just like go to a public place and set up a stall and just start selling shit. I don't think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure La Policia would come shut you down. Or they should anyway.
Facebook groups, moms groups. I just heard one the other day, but book club, I think it was in a TV show I watched, but like book clubs are people that want to be invited to things.
Book clubs are people who want to read books. They want a community of other people that they can all read the same book and talk about it. They don't want to be sold to. Seriously, if you are someone who like, you're like, I'm going to join a book club so I can get more customers. You are a piece of shit. You are a piece of human garbage. Don't do that shit. If you want to join a book club because you like books and you want to read books and you want community of other people who read books, great, do that. But if your intention is to get new customers from said book club, you're nasty, dude. Real quick, before she's done talking, because I think she might be, I think I'm going to end it after she's done speaking here, because we're already at 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I have to do a members live stream after this. We're going to have a members after party, but I am reminded that I can give away some free memberships. Let me see. I have 5 gifted memberships left to send this month, and I'm going to do it in 3, 2, 1. It's doing it. It's thinking about it. Your gift memberships have been announced in the live chat. We got the Chaos-ish, Rutro, Chatoliance Friend, Grit Shade, and Medusa Moon. Congratulations on getting a membership for free. So, yeah, so after this live stream is over, me and the members are going to have a little debrief, and we're going to have a little chit chat. And yeah, last week it was fun. And also I'm going to do it differently this week too, because apparently someone was telling me that when I switched to members only, it like people who were still watching the stream were still able to watch it. They just couldn't chat, which is not what I want. So I'm probably going to I'm not ending the stream yet, so don't go anywhere. We're still going to watch this lady. But I'm going to end the stream and then start a new members only one. I think that's what we're going to do. When I was in LA this past weekend with, I was at the YouTube headquarters getting a tour, and he was telling me like, oh yeah, you should just be able to switch over, and you can like, it'll like send a pop-up to everyone to like suggest that they join so they can join the rest of the stream. Like, and it just didn't work out that way. And I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or how I'm supposed to do it. So maybe that will take some more research on my end, but I did it the way I thought I was supposed to, and it didn't work out. So that's what we're going to do. All right, but let's finish up this woman. Okay. Yeah, I get 10 gifted members, or I get 10 free memberships I can gift to you guys every month. And the past 2 weeks, I've already gifted all of them. So, but every month it refreshes, I guess. I don't know if it's on the first of the month or every 30 days or how it works, but I guess we'll find out. But that's what we're going to do after this.
They want to go to parties. They want to host parties. So I joined a book club this month, and then other community events. So look in your local, city or community Facebook groups or whatever, and see what events are happening, and go to those.
Shelly,
Get
I want
yourself
to.
out there. Not necessarily a booth, but just go meet people. You are looking to build relationships, not always a sale. So it doesn't.
But the point is to build the relationships and then turn them into a sale. Like, that's the point of the relationships. You are up here trying to convince people that they need to be engaging. Excuse me, I had to burp. They're engaging in transactional relationships that don't actually fucking mean anything. You have one reason for them to become your customer, you have one reason to make that relationship with them, and that is to get customers. That is what you're saying here. She would probably snap back and be like, no, that's not what, I just want real friends, but also I want friends who are gonna buy from me. No, then they're not real friends, dude. Seriously, it just pisses me off. Ulterior
You're just meeting
motives.
people, and those will grow into something more. And then make sure you give people a reason to remember you. So give them a sample or a sticker. You can buy some really fun stickers, and everybody loves putting stickers on their water bottles and all the things.
How to get kicked out of a book
just
club,
give them a
yep.
fun sticker. And then
Okay, if someone gave me a Scentsy sticker, I would not put it on my water bottle if I'm not involved with Scentsy at all. Stop it. Stop. Plus, that's another expense that they would have to go through. These Scentsy distributors would absolutely have to. I'm losing my train of thought. They would have to go out, they would have to design the stickers, they'd have to get them printed, and then you'd have to carry them around with them. I mean, you're just, hey, here's more money. Here's more money you have to spend to have a successful business. It's stupid.
Every customer
Yes,
a
doodle
referral.
heart.
So ask them, do you have a bestie that I could send a sample to? Or when someone comes to pick up an order, tell them to bring their friend with them or their daughter with them. When you have a...
Okay, first of all, is it at least a scratch and sniff? Doubtful. Can you get custom scratch and sniff stickers? Oh, Rachel, thank you for the little hand heart things. Cute. Thank you. Yeah, that would be clever. But then you'd have to be able to infuse it with a Scentsy scent. You know what I mean? And I don't know if custom scented sticker places, if those even exist. I don't know if they could even do that. I don't know. So along with the stupid sniff box, they have to buy stickers. Right, exactly. There was something else. I was going to respond to something else. Maybe, I don't know. I think I was going to respond to what it was she was saying. I forget what she said. I'm going to rewind it. Hold on.
An order, tell them to bring their friend with them.
Oh, yeah, because she was like, do you have a bestie who would buy from me? It's you make friends with people and you go, hey, can I infiltrate your friend group to see if maybe they want to buy Scentsy? Fucking nobody. Unless you're really, really desperate for friends, nobody is going to ever call you, hang out with you ever again if you're doing that shit. It's so stupid. Hello again, Rachel. You missed a lot. Just a lot of bullshittery. Scentsy sells their reps scented samples. I think I remember scratch and sniff stickers. Oh my god, that is so hard to... Karina! Hi, baby! So good to see you. They exist, but the scent matching would be hard. Right. I guess if Scentsy sends out sticker samples, that's one thing. My feelings were deeply hurt by a coworker who invited me over for drinks and it turned out to be a low-key Arbonne pitch. Isn't that the worst? Just advertise it for what it is, dude.
Or their daughter with them. When you have a smell session, ask them if they want to invite anybody else.
I'm sorry, just the term smell session is wild. Is that what they call their parties? If you're having a smell session, weird.
Over to do it with them. And woohoo, 2 minutes. Okay, so happy customers like sharing things. So the more special you make your current customers feel, the more likely they're going to tell other people about you. So create a referral program.
Sure, but like that doesn't apply to friendships, you know what I mean? It's like the more special you make your transactional relationships feel, the more likely they are to be your customers. I don't think that's how relationships work. You're trying to recruit customers, you're not trying to make friends. It's freaking crazy. All I sell is bullshit.
So that you can reward people who are telling other people about you and keep those people really happy. Celebrate their wins, not just happy Scentsy-wise, but when they have a birthday, when they have a new home, a new baby, a new grandbaby, a promotion at work, anything that...
Oh my God, congratulations on your promotion. Here's a bag of liquid laundry detergent. Love you. Great job. Congratulations on the baby. Here's a wax cube. Here you go. It's so stupid. Like, I feel like these and we hear trainings like this all the time, but it's just like a fantasy world. It is a fantasy land. These people don't live in reality because people don't interact like this with each other. They just don't. Period, Doodle's heart. This is all manipulation. And love bombing, yep.
If you're following them on social, anything that they post about, make it a big deal. Send birthday cards, send anniversary.
That's so stupid. Some people post dumb shit on their Facebook, man. Some people tweet dumb shit. Some people post stupid shit. And you're supposed to be expected to be like, hey, I'm glad you had a great day at work. Hey, yeah. Like I would be weirded out if I was one of those people who posted like status updates, you know? If I posted those every day and the same person who like wasn't my own mother or something commented on it every day. Every day I'd be like, you're weird. I would delete that person.
Anniversary cards. It's easy to put those in your calendar so you remember them for the next year. They will keep you front of mind. Also, if they find out somebody, needs Scentsy or anything like that, or if they need gifts. So gifts are a great way to get Scentsy into other people's homes without...
That's how I first got Scentsy. Someone gave it to me as a gift, like a white elephant gift at work or something like that. I don't remember what it must have been around Christmas time or something. I don't know what the occasion was, but I was gifted a Scentsy warmer, and that's how I used Scentsy for the first time.
Trying to get them to buy it. So if your customers are buying gifts for other people from you, that's a new customer for you too. So thank you very much. Go find some new customers.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Yeah, thank you very much. Go find yeah, I like how that whole thing was about her, like, you need to, like, relationships, you need to find relationships. You need to build relationships with people. And then she ended the entire speech with, go find some customers. Okay, so are they customers or are they relationships? Are they friendships or are they customers? Please explain. It's so freaking stupid. I pooped solid for the first time in 3 weeks. Who did? Congratulations. Wait, what did I miss? Did I say something about poop and now you all are finally pooped after 4 days? Rep, so proud of you, babe. Keep on pooping. Oh, because of the status update thing? I mean, if you're posting about your shit schedule, if you post on Facebook every time you poop, that's probably a habit you should stop doing, If you live in Boise long enough, you end up with a warmer, probably. But that's so funny that multiple people in the chat are talking about poop. So proud of you, babe. Keep on pooping and get some wax melts to cover up the smell. Exactly. It's just wild because, like, I don't really post on Facebook much. Like, usually it's just, like, I post on Instagram and then it'll just, like, repost into my Facebook without me having to do anything. But, like, I do have some people in my life who, like, family members and stuff, who just kind of do, like, semi-annual, like, updates or something with their lives. And a lot of times, like, people are getting older, people die, people go through things, like, sad shit. And it's like, how do you talk to those people? How do you use, like, the past 6 months have been really hard, those kind of posts? Like, how do you use that in a pitch? I don't know. I hate it. That's what a journal's for. It's called shit posting. Oh, that's what shit posting is. All right, listen, guys. So, I'm going to end this live stream here, but if you are a member, please stick around. I'm going to be going live in a members only live stream in just a moment. Right after I click the end stream button, I will be over at members only live. Please join me. We're just going to shoot the shit. We're going to talk about stuff. I would love to kind of go over some of my LA trip with you guys, because I filmed a lot of videos and stuff of the YouTube tour. I'm going to make a short out of it. I just haven't done it yet. But I would love to talk about it with you, because it was a really good weekend there. Plus, then we can talk all the shit about the Scentsy distributors. All right, I'll see you guys over there.